everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these fabulous Bobble Heart Squares. Now you can join these squares together, make blankets, cushions, bags, or you can add these to garments. They make fabulous pockets. Maybe add them to the end of scarves if you want to have a pocket. You could even just make a mini pillow by joining two together, maybe putting a little lavender pillow inside and making this into a lovely gift. It's entirely up to you. Now I'm going to be using a DK weight yarn, which means that these come out at approximately 5 by 5 inches. Obviously, if you're using a thicker weight yarn and a larger hook, then yours will come out slightly larger. Now I'm going to take you through each row as we go up, but I would suggest that with this tutorial you do have pen and paper ready and just write each row as we go along. You'll then see how this shape is being formed, and then later on when you're a bit more proficient you could maybe make your own shapes, even try letters. But as I say, I'm going to take you through each row. So as I said, for this example, I'm using a DK weight acrylic yarn. I'm also going to be using my 4.5mm hook. Now for DK weight yarn, I usually use a 4mm, but I just want you to see those stitches nicely. So for this example, I'm using 4.5. So we're going to start by just putting a slip knot on our hook. And we are going to chain 22. So that's 1, 2, 3, 21 and 22. So we have our chain of 22. This is actually going to count as 21 stitches and a turning chain. So for row 1, we are literally just going to work along this chain. In the second chain from your hook, not this one here, we're going to be using UK doubles, which is US singles. So just to recap, a US double, there's no yarn over. Just push through that chain, grab your yarn, pull it through so you have 1, 2 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. So that is our UK doubles. So I'm going to be putting them in each chain, going along. We should end up after row 1 with 21 stitches. So I've put my 21 UK doubles in. At the end, before we turn on to row 2, we're just going to chain one up. That's our turning chain. We're going to flip our work. Remembering this is our chain 1. This is our first stitch. Again, for row 2, we're just going to put in 21 UK doubles. So that's 1, 2, 3. So work all the way along. At the end of row 2, you'll still have 21 stitches. Again, at the end of round 2, we're going to chain one up. We're going to flip our work, and for one more row, we're just going to be putting in those UK doubles all the way along. Again, and for each row going up, we're going to end up with 21 stitches. It would pay at the end of this row just to check that you do have 21, because we're now going to start in row 4 to construct the heart. So you do need to make sure that we have the correct amount of stitches at this moment. So before we flip to start row 4, we do our chain one up. Now in row 4 we are actually going to start our heart. So we start at the bottom, we're going to put just one bobble in this row. Now you will notice that the bobbles, we actually are now working on the wrong side, so the bobble will be pushed away from us, so it won't look like a bobble until we turn our work. So in row 4 we're going to start by doing 10 UK doubles, so just go along 10. So I put in my 10 doubles. This should bring us to the centre of our square. We're going to put in our first bobble. So to do that, in this next stitch here, we are going to start by yarn over. We're going to push our hook through, grab that yarn and pull through. So we have 1, 2, 3 loops on our hook. Grab that yarn, pull through 2. So we're left with 2 loops on our hook. We're going to leave them there. We're going to do that again. So it's yarn over, push through, grab that yarn, pull it through, grab that yarn, pull through just 2. We're left with 3 loops on our hook. We're going to keep doing this until we have 6 loops on our hook. So again, yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through, just 2. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2. We have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to do that once more. Yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through. So we have 7 loops on our hook. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. We will be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on our hook. Then just very carefully we're going to grab the yarn, make sure your hook is positioned down so it shouldn't ping off. We are going to just gently pull through all of those loops on your hook and you have your bobble. Now when we turn this over, you can see the bobble is facing the front. Now I'm not going to chain at all, I'm just going to go into the next stitch here, put in another UK double which will then bring that bobble down. Okay, so that's 1 double. You should have a further 9 stitches left, so just carry on to the end of row 4. You should still have 21 stitches. So again, I'm at the end, so it's a turning chain, flip our work, so you can see that bobble is now at the front. What we're going to do in row 5 is literally 21 double crochets. So just working along those stitches. Now when you get to the bobble, you're going to see that the stitch is a lot longer. Okay, so just making sure that you're getting all 21, including the top of that bobble stitch. So that's it. So row 5 is 21 UK doubles. Again, at the end of row 5, we're going to turn our work. We're going to put in, for row 6, we're going to put in 8 doubles. So just work along 8 stitches. 2, 7 and 8. Okay, so in this row we're going to be adding these 2 bobbles here. So we've put in 8 doubles. In the next stitch we're going to put a bobble stitch, so I'll take you through this once more. So it's yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, so we've got 2 stitches left. Yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, we have 3 stitches left. Yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, we have 4 loops. Yarn over, push through, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, we have 5 loops left. Yarn over, push through, grab that yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, we have our 6 loops on our hook. So now it's just grab that yarn and then carefully pull through all of those loops. Now in the next 3 stitches we're just going to put in our UK doubles. So that first one brings the bobble down, 2 and 3. In the next stitch here we're going to put in another bobble. So that's 2 loops, 3 loops, 4 loops, 5 loops, one more, 6 loops. So grab the yarn, pull through all of those loops. You should be left with 8 stitches going along, so just carry on with those UK doubles. That first one brings the loop down, and then just work along to the end of row 6. Then we're going to do our turning chain. Again, for row 7, it's literally just going to be UK doubles all the way across. Just make sure that you're getting each of those stitches as you go along. It may just pay at this stage to count. At the end, you should still have your 21. Okay, so just UK doubles all the way across until you get to the end of row 7. Then it's our turning chain and we're going to turn to start row 8. Now row 8 will be a bobble row. In row 8 we're going to be putting in 2 bobbles, this one and this one here. So we're going to start in the next 6 stitches across. We're just going to put in our UK doubles. In the next stitch here, we're going to put in a bobble. In the next 7 stitches going across, we're just going to put in our doubles. In the next stitch here, we're going to put in a bobble. You should have 6 stitches left in this row. We're just going to put in each of those stitches our doubles. Then we're going to do our turning chain. We're going to flip our work, and then row 9, it's just going to be 21 doubles all the way across. And 21. So we do our turning chain, we flip. Now we're on row 10, it's going to be another bobble row. So we're now doing these 2 here. So we're still going out. We're going to start this row by, in the next 4 stitches, just doing our doubles. 2. In this next stitch, we're going to do our bobble. Now in the next 11 stitches, we're going to do our doubles. In the next stitch, we're going to do a bobble. You should have 4 stitches left, and then we're going to put a double in each of those 4 stitches to the end of row 10. Now you know what's going to happen in row 11. You've worked it out already. We're going to do our turning chain. We're going to put 1 double stitch in every stitch going across. We're going to turn. Then we're going to do row 12. So row 12 are these 2 here. So this is as far out as the heart will go. So it's these 2 bobbles here. So we're going to, in the next 2 stitches, put in our doubles. Oops. Then we're going to bobble. Then in the next 15 stitches, we're going to put our doubles. Then we're going to bobble. Then we'll have 2 stitches left for those doubles. So for row 13, we're just going to chain 1 up. We're going to turn. We're going to put those 21 doubles all the way across. So for rows 14 and 15, we're literally just going to repeat rows 12 and 13. Okay, if I just show you on my example, so we've just done these 2 bobbles, we're just moving up. It's exactly the same. It's not until we move up again that we need to start adding bobbles in the middle. So for rows 14, we're going to do the same as 12. So we're going to be putting in 2 doubles, a bobble, 15 doubles, a bobble, 2 doubles, turn our work and do 21 doubles, and then I will join you for row 16. So we're turning and we're going to start row 16. Now, as I said just a moment ago, we're going to be doing the bobbles on the side, but we also need to start adding these ones in the middle. So for this row, it's just going to be 1 in the middle. So row 16, here we go. We're going to start with 2 doubles. Then we're going to bobble. Then we're going to do in the next 7 stitches those doubles. So that's the next 7 stitches. Now this should bring us to the centre. We're going to put in a bobble. Then in the next 7 we're going to put in those doubles. We should have 3 stitches left. You're going to do a bobble in the next one. In the next 2, just those doubles. Then we're going to do our chain 1 up, turn, and row 17 will be 21 doubles all the way across. So we've done our chain up, we're going to turn and we're going to start our row 18. Now if I show you on our example, this is row 18 here, so we're actually going to be adding 4 bobbles, but you can see we are nearly at the top of our heart. So here we go with, excuse me, I need more yarn. So here we go with row 18. So we're going to, in the next 3 stitches, put in those doubles. Whoops. Then in the next stitch, we're going to bobble. Then in the next 4 stitches, we're going to put in doubles. Then in the next stitch, we're going to bobble. Then in the next 3 stitches, we're going to put in our doubles. Then in the next stitch, we're going to bobble. Then in the next 4 stitches we're going to put our doubles. Then in the next stitch we're going to bobble. You should have 3 stitches left, so you're going to put in those doubles, 2 and last one. Then we're going to do our chain 1 up. We're going to flip our work, and then row 19 is going to be 21 doubles across. So then we are going to turn and do row 20. Now again, row 20 is going to be this row here. So this is going to be the last row when we're putting in those bobbles. So row 20, we're going to start by putting in 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the next stitch we're going to bobble. In the next 1 stitch we're going to do a double. In the next stitch we're going to bobble. In the next 7 stitches across we're going to do those doubles. In the next stitch we're going to bobble. Do a double, just the one. In the next stitch we're going to bobble. You should be left with 4 stitches left. You're just going to do a double in all of those stitches to the end. You're going to chain 1 up. You're going to flip your work, and row 21 is going to be 21 doubles all the way across. So now all we're going to do is just add 2 more rows of those doubles so that it mirrors where we begun. So we had 3 rows up to start with. We've already done row 21 of those doubles. So row 22 and 23, just do your turning chain and then put 21 doubles, turning chain, 21 doubles, and then we can fasten off. So I've just fastened mine off. Now you can go ahead and weave in your ends or leave them long, depending on what you're going to use these squares for. If you're going to add these to a garment, you may want to leave a nice long end there. So what do you think? I think they're absolutely adorable. So please do have a go. Let me know how you get on. Do tell me what you're going to be using your squares for. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you here next time. Bye-bye.